Inside Sources.
Inside Sources. Inside Sources.
Where KSL offers Utah deeper insights on the news. Host Boyd Matheson divides rage from reason
And elevates the conversation on issues crucial to our community.
on KSL News Radio 102.7 FM and 1160 AM.
We're broadcasting live today from Utah Valley Growth and Prosperity Summit down here on the campus of Utah Valley University. And, you know, for a long time we just thought about BYU when we thought about Utah Valley and education, and then Utah Valley University came on the scene, and that has been a great expansion. But if you think that's all the education that's happening here in the Valley, better think again. Let's begin.
Think you know the news of the day?
Think again.
Well, a new medical school in Provo is taking on a non-traditional approach to education. What is it? How is it helping Utah grow and prosper in the medical space? Really thrilled to have Schyler Richards joining us. She's the Vice President of Institutional Advancement at the Noorda College of Osteopathic Medicine. Schyler, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
This is part of the innovation, the growth, the vision, I think, that is so powerful here in Utah Valley. For those who aren't familiar with Noorda College, this is great stuff at a crucial time in our state and in the country.
I would agree. So, yeah, the Noorda College of Osteopathic Medicine is Utah's newest medical school. We opened our doors to students 2 years ago. We had 90 students in our first class. We have 135 added to that this year, and we're currently recruiting for the third class of 180. And when we're fully enrolled, we'll have 180 students per year, and we'll be the largest medical school in the state and the region.
Wow, that's fantastic. So tell us a little bit about the students. What is the composition of these students? What are they looking for? What are they preparing for?
So we are an osteopathic medical school, so it's one of two paths to pursue becoming a physician. We're very proud that over 55% of our students are from or have ties to our state of Utah.
Nice.
That's something that we are deeply committed to is, you know, Utah has amazing undergraduate institutions, amazing students, and so our goal is to keep as many of them here. We're also really proud that we're close to 20% in underrepresented minority groups. So we feel like we're really able to, through our students, demonstrate what the population is starting to look like as we continue to grow as a state.
So important. That's one of those wow moments of things we're not thinking about. Again, kind of beyond the headlines of servicing that constituency and preparing them to be physicians and back into their communities.
Right. We also have a number of students who are rural. And, you know, we just really believe that it's important that the students that we bring in represent the communities they're ultimately going to serve.
Yeah.
And here we've got a lot of diverse populations moving in as the state continues to grow and expand. And we also have those rural communities that need to have those kind of medical services provided.
Yeah. The rural communities is another one that I think we often don't think about when we think about physicians and healthcare providers of all kinds.
Maverick has big lanes for big rigs. Fuel your adventure with our truck and RV lanes at select locations. We've got great prices, and fast fueling pumps. Then you can pop inside for some fresh-made bonfire food, always fresh coffee, our famously clean bathrooms, and all your favorite snacks and drinks. It's just what you need to get in gear and get back on the road. Maverick, adventure's first stop.
Tell us a little bit about the approach of Noorda College and how you're going about this. Again, you're 2 years into this and having some amazing results already.
We are. You know, we are taking what we consider to be a very innovative approach to medical education. We don't have scheduled classes. We don't have large lecture halls. Our students are following what we call more of an adult learning model. They work together in a collaborative environment, small groups. They're watching what used to be a 2-hour lecture is broken down into 8-minute videos. They answer questions at the end of those segments to move on to the next one. And their labs and their, that kind of work is still very much in the classroom, hands-on. But it's teaching them the importance of collaborative education. And what we're finding is it is hugely successful. We didn't lose a single student after year one. We kind of liken it to community over competition. They work together. They really see the value of building up each other for the betterment of the whole class. So it's great. concept.
Yeah, and I love that from a medical standpoint. It seems like we've had for so long that specialize until we've got people specialized in such narrow niches that nobody can connect the dots anymore.
Right.
But the collaborative approach that you're using at Noorda kind of shatters that. So it's not so individual focus on what they know or where they are, but branching that out, that's got to be better for patients in the end.
Exactly, because ultimately it's a team approach when you're out in needing your health care. And so we're teaching them to do that. We're also teaching them the latest in technology. We're really looking at augmented reality, virtual reality, because, telehealth, all that is the way of the future. And so we're trying to keep them ahead of the curve and ready for the inevitability of what healthcare is going to look like in the future. Yeah,
I was going to ask you about telehealth and how that is impacting and how your students are preparing to be in that world.
Yeah, so we're working very closely. We have wonderful partnerships with all the major healthcare networks in the state. And so we're working with them to develop training facilities in our new building we're getting ready to open in the summer of 23 that will teach them how to do telehealth, how to do ultrasound technology, all those kinds of, aspects of what a doctor's visit is going to look like. We're teaching them so they're ready. Yeah.
Give us just one more little look into kind of that new vision for healthcare. I think that's very much part of the Noorda mission is doing it different, doing it better, breaking the molds, getting rid of the sacred cows that I think have held back a lot of great medicine over the years. Tell us about your vision for what healthcare should be like down the road.
Well, I think, what we're seeing as a state is dramatic growth, and people are, looking at healthcare very differently than we ever did before. Yeah. Maybe for some it's post-COVID, whatever it is, we have to meet them where they are. And so what we're trying to do is really look at best practices across the board, how we can get our students and when they're practicing out into the communities that need them the most and provide the services in innovative and creative ways that are the way that people want to be treated today.
Yeah, meeting them where they are. I love that. Yeah. Schyler Richards, the Vice President of Institutional Advancement at the Noorda College of Osteopathic Medicine, a great innovator and a great story here in the state of Utah. Thanks for stopping by today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Again, that's just part of everything that's happening down here at the Growth and Prosperity Summit. It's about innovation. It's about thinking different, living different, being different. Noorda College is part of that story as well. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a quick commercial break. Much more to come from the summit. It's Growth and Prosperity here in Utah Valley. Stick around. We'll be right back.
With Boyd Matheson on KSL News Radio.
Maverick has big lanes for big rigs. Fuel your adventure with our truck and RV lanes at select locations. We've got def, great prices, and fast fueling pumps. Then you can pop inside for some fresh-made bonfire food, always fresh coffee, our famously clean bathrooms, and all your favorite snacks and drinks. It's just what you need to get in gear and get back on the road. Maverick. Adventure's first stop.